Good evening and welcome to Gate in Prime. Now, the Coalition for Reforms and Democracy Code has sued the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission and mobile service provider Safaricom over the refusal to share crucial election data required by the code team for their presidential election petition. Now, the suit, which was filed before Justice Isaac Lenaola, seeks to compel the IEBC and Safaricom to release the crucial documents, will be heard on Wednesday morning. KTN's Asha Mwilu attended today's proceedings at the High Court and filed the following report.
At 8:45 Wednesday morning, representatives from the Coalition of Reforms and Democracy CORD, the electoral agency IEBC and service provider Safaricom will appear before the High Court for the hearing of a petition lodged by CORD. Justice Isaac Lenaola certified CORD's application as urgent and instructed the petitioner Mwilu to serve the relevant respondents, IEBC and Safaricom. In the petition, Owalo wants the court to compel IEBC and Safaricom to furnish CORD with relevant documents concerning the March 4th election. The coalition says that these documents are crucial in the petition they plan to file at the Supreme Court disputing the declaration of Uhuru Kenyatta as the president-elect. Some of the documents that CORD seeks to be furnished with include Forms 34, 35 and 36 from all polling stations that were used by the IEBC in the manual tallying. It also seeks log files for all short messages that were declared electronically via Safaricom from returning officers to the National Tallying Center. In the petition, the coalition also seeks the Green Book, the provisional register of all registered voters, and the final register, as well as contracts signed between the IEBC and Safaricom in relation to the March 4th poll.
The mere fact that we have written letters and have now been forced to engage the judiciary to order the IEBC to release materials, coupled with these purported adverts saying that the public should accept the results, is proof beyond peradventure that there is very serious problem with the just concluded election.
If you cannot locate where these statutory reforms are, 34, 35 and 36, we cannot be saying that we are holding a transparent election, a verifiable election, an accountable and transparent election.
As CORD's legal team scrambled to get their case in order, it was business as usual for the president-elect Uhuru Kenyatta and the deputy president-elect William Ruto. The duo met President Mwai Kibaki at State House, where the incumbent congratulated them for being declared winners of the presidential election. While the IEBC has restrained from commenting on CORD's allegations so far, Safaricom has distanced itself from the blame. In its statement, Safaricom says its role was to simply provide connectivity between the IEBC Tallying Center and its returning officers. Safaricom also says that it had no role in the technical design, in the management, or specifications of the IEBC server. The Constitution stipulates that any dispute arising from the presidential election be raised legally at the Supreme Court within 7 days after the IEBC declares the winner of the presidential race. After this, the Supreme Court would have 14 days to hear and determine this dispute. This means that the CORD coalition now has about 4 days left to officially raise the petition at the Supreme Court concerning the presidential election. Asha Mwilu, KTN, at the Milimani High Courts in Nairobi.
Prime Minister Raila Odinga has maintained that his CORD alliance has a strong case against the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission over the recently concluded presidential election. While speaking while on a Thanksgiving tour of Kibera, Odinga said the alliance has enough evidence to prove the elections were marred by a cocktail of irregularities. Budalangi MP-elect Babu Namwamba, who accompanied the Prime Minister, said the Constitution has been contravened by anyone acting as the president when another government is still in power. Odinga called on his supporters to remain calm and patient as a team of lawyers moved to the Supreme Court to petition the election results.
And under this Constitution, the provisions are very clear. The government in power is in power and shall wield power and exercise power until the precise moment when power is handed to the legitimately and legally elected government.
wananchi. Tuko na Raila Amolo Odinga nyuma yake mpaka kifo. Hatuwezi kurudi nyuma mpaka tukomboe taifa letu.
Kila mahali inayokuwa tu maombolezi. Wananchi wameudhika na yale ambayo wameona kila mahali. Mimi nataka kuwafariji wananchi wa Kenya hadi hili ilikuwa ni majaribio kama ile majaribio ya mapinduzi ya kiamani, lakini naambia nyinyi ya kwamba hawataweza kutoroka na ushindi wetu. Wakenya watasimama imara, na mimi na hakika ya kwamba mwishowe sisi tutashinda. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka kuwaombea nyinyi tena, msimame imara, mbaki na subira.